And so for
That's great.
the other collections you have coming up with George, what would you say the inspirations were behind that? Or is
Next
it the
one
same
is
process?
sort of still January, so it's sort of early, you know.
It's transitional,
horrible,
really, isn't it?
Yes, that
You
horrible
know it's still
month
going to
of
be cold.
January, yes. So it's sort of wintry colours, and then it goes into more happy colours. Sort of,
Miami colours.
yes,
Miami
sunshine colours, yeah.
So would you say for your spring collections, did Miami, when you do your interior design, does that play into your
Yes,
clothes?
yeah, when you're sitting there, yes, very much so, yes. My licorice in my office says, have you taken your sunglasses off to check the colour? She said, are you sure you want that colour?
Do you find yourself leaning towards more sunny colors
Yes,
and bright colors?
definitely, yes.
So it's a bit difficult to do the winter collections when you know you have to do, well,
No,
not
not
have to,
at all, because they're sort of very, that's when the sort of 70s thing come in. And although they're very sort of more energetic, more energy in the colorways. I don't know, you know, when you move on, you don't look back, or you just go for that moment. Yes.
And I know you've designed, so you do interiors, I know
Yes.
you've designed wallpaper,
Yes.
and I saw that you designed a Mini Cooper and
Oh, yes,
some rubber
yes.
duckies as well. Is there anything that you want to design that's really unconventional?
Anything anybody else would really.
Have you ever had like a favorite project or a favorite
Every
collection?
project at that moment's favourite, especially when it turns out really well. Working with nice people. Enjoy the people I work with. It's very important.
I guess. So from when you first started, you started with mail order, the dress.
Yes, yeah.
How have you seen fashion change and the way the industry works change since then?
Oh yes, my goodness me, it was really early days of anything. I mean, you know, it was shock and horror when they saw our stuff in the factories. Are you sure you want to look and get it so short? Why are the sleeves so tight? No, I'm the client and do it to someone who's to have a fight for that. But I mean now but of course everything was done in England then when we were doing it. So that was quite immediate, more immediate. Now you have to be a little bit more organised, working far away.
I think online is, I mean, just come around so fast though, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So I think information just spreads so fast now.
Yeah.
I think that's the...
That part is tremendous,
That's
it's
incredible.
amazing.
And how have
And
you
how-
seen from George's side? How have you seen fashion change even recently
I
with
didn't know.
online?
I was at George at the beginning,
Yeah.
so for 21 years. I think the most recent phenomenon has been the online change, and I think we've been through value retailing. Because, you know, actually George was the first supermarket brand, and I think increasingly fast fashion, and then there's been a whole flurry of catwalk copies and a whole era of that. And I do think now's, you know, the era about having something that's different and standouts from the crowd. And for that reason, you know, genuinely, I think the collaboration with Barb is a great thing, because it is a real point of difference, and it celebrates design, you know, rather than just being part of. Yeah, exactly, rather than just being part of the crowd.
So do you feel that because of online and the information, the speed of information, do you feel that affects trends, and do you have to keep switching up trends, or?
No, this is the whole problem at the moment, that stuff comes out too fast from the collections, and the public doesn't see it for another 4 months, 5 months. Don't you think that? I think it upsets people terribly when the stuff is not in that they want. That's why you've got to be completely individual and be on your own timeline, because I just find it. You sort of suddenly you go in 4 months and say, I think I've seen this before. Isn't this weird? And it's something that, you know, you've been seeing in the magazines and things way back.
I think actually, as you say,
Yes.
individual and unique design makes it a bit more timeless.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes, absolutely.
To create your own trends instead of being
your
locked
own,
into it.
Yes. It's quite interesting. I think it's sort of like shot everybody in the foot, this. All the shows and things, which is an art form, it's fabulous. But it upsets the public, I think, to the point where they just don't want to be upset anymore, they just don't look.
So would you describe the collection as unique? Well, unique obviously, but timeless, and do you think it'll be around for a while, the collaboration?
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, that's it. We're on to Barbara's fourth collection now.
Yes, I mean, it's not a one shot, you know.
Which I feel is different from the high-end
Yes.
going, it's usually just one collection.
Yes, and it's very tough on designers because if they don't evolve, they've got to do something completely shockingly different every single collection. Otherwise, you know, they're not thought of as being creative, which is...
and I think you've got a lot of loyal fans from your previous designs.
Yeah, this is
so we
sweet.
want, I think this is something for your old fans and new customers as well, so people who are brand new to us.